And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Toronto Raptors. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Trailblazers. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference.
And for the Trailblazers, lately they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standing.
True, but do you believe they're still not elite? There isn't any squad that won't have a few down periods over the course of the season. I'm not going to be shocked if they're back on top before the end of the year.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Bargnani is out there with Carter. Then there's Carr. Then it's Duckworth. And it's Stoudemire in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, Walton is out there with McHale. Then there's Jay. And it's Drexler. And it's Rice in at the small forward position. And, Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
Now here is Carter. Passes to Stoudemire. And here's Bargnani over Rice. No good from Bargnani. Here's Rice, guarded by Stoudemire. Rice kicks to Walton. Stoudemire against McHale. And McHale gets double teamed. 6 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Hicks. Here's Drexler. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the line for him here.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Here's Stoudemire. 11 points. Game his last outing. Pass to Carr. Back to Stoudemire. The three. The shot comes out. Now Portland takes it the other way. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped a game in this series last year.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That one goes. Count it.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw good, Stoudemire.
Yeah, how about that skill set that Stoudemire possesses? A lethal mix of speed and shooting. Love watching the Mighty Mouse play.
Now here's Drexler. He had 15 points last outing. Here's Hicks. And that one goes long.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Stoudemire outside. Here's Bargnani, and the shot is good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Hicks, running by Stoudemire. Hicks passes to Rice. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost him.
Here is Carter, following the score by Clyde Drexler.
Yeah, I can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And there's Walton. That's good on the assist by Drexler.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Al Carter, 32 points for him last game against Golden State.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end, a complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
The Raptors shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And he makes the first. When you know you're on a championship contender group, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys having an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated, and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight. And now only one away from being in the penalty.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. McHale passes to Drexler. Here's Hicks. He's coming off a 19-point game against New Orleans. He feeds it to Walton. Makes it off the glass. Walton's got his second bucket tonight.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Carter outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. The shot off that time. Portland leading. Here's Drexler, and Drexler throws it down hard.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Here is Carter, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. There's the pass to Bargnani. Over Rice. And the Raptors miss again. Portland leading by 4. Pass to Hicks. Driving in. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Stoudemire. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Stoudemire, a talented passer, excellent at finding ways to get his guys going.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's Hicks. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 4. He kicks to Bargnani. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shots good by Rice.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Carter. Back to Stoudemire. From the baseline. That shot is off.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The Trailblazers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And the first one drops. The Raptors making a switch here. Pressey is checked in. Both good from the line that time. Now here's Stoudemire. Carter outside. Stoudemire outside. His first shot coming late. Duckworth's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Walton. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Stoudemire in the corner. The rebound by Walton.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Rice dishes to Walton. And he drives in. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Passes it to Bargnani. Portland grabs the miss. Drexler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That's good from Walton on the assist by Drexler. Walton's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Raptors trail by 11. Here's Pressey. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Great positioning on the putback. Rice has got his second basket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here is Carter. The Blazers getting the bucket. They need this. Rebounded by McHale.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Hicks. Running by Stoudemire. Hicks can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 13. In the corner, Pressey with it. Stoudemire outside. Portland grabs the miss. Walton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Drexler outside. Lets it fly. And he knocks down the jumper. Drexler's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go and get back on track.
The Raptors making a switch here. Pass to Peterson. Carter outside. Duckworth against McHale. Bargnani trying to free himself up. Duckworth's shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Pressey. Bargnani is out there with Carter. Then it's Duckworth. And it's Peterson in at the 1 spot.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
The pass to Drexler. He's off on that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Portland leading by 19. Here's Hicks. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Raptors. Rebound by Drexler. Drexler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's tipped. Peterson the pass to Carter. And it's Rice with the rebound. Rice has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Drexler against Pressey. A second chance effort. The shot missing. Some solid defense there from McHale. On the wing. Bargnani grabs the board. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Pressey. 6 points. Oh!
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Drives to the hoop. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And that's why Rice is in the discussion of the great three-point shooters of all time. Terrific touch from deep. That man can fill it up.
And the Raptors call time here. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Toronto with the ball. Peterson the pass to Bargnani. Another shot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
And for some reason, they've also had guys in the right spots on the offensive glass. Lots of putbacks.
Portland leading by 21. Here's Hicks. Pass to Drexler. Just 5 on the clock. Sweet move. Here's Johnson. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Carter with the bounce pass. Pressey against Drexler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler. Toronto shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. The first one falls for him. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
No good on the second free throw. Portland leading by 22. To the paint, here's McHale, and it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Carter outside. Passes it to Peterson. Shot clock at 5. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Peterson's got 9.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Kicks it out to Drexler. Here's Hicks. Offensive rebound. Misses from short range.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Drexler. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. 1:33 left in the second quarter. Cressy passes to Bargnani. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Here's McHale, and it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for them today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
Pass to Carter. Over Johnson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's 7 points for Vince Carter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Trailblazers leading by 22. Hicks passes to Drexler. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Drexler's got 6 in the quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Carter, that's good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Hicks. 1 second left, and that one is stuffed right through.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. Guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second. Second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Man, this was a brawl inside. Shaq, I know you like this. But then guys were sacrificing their bodies, making plays through contest, just wearing the hard hat. That's how this game's gotten out of hand so far.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up 3-pointers left and right, many of them contested from deep range. Just isn't the way to play basketball, fellas.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic so far from Clyde Drexler.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, it's out there with Drexler. Then there's Kevin McHale. Then it's Walton. And it's Rice, and at the 3, the small forward. And Toronto has possession. Portland making their last shot. Here's Stoudemire. Here's Duckworth. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Raptors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Duckworth. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Hicks, guarded by Stoudemire. Hicks passes to Drexler. Down low. Shot's good by Hicks. Hicks has got 4 points this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here is Carter. And it's sent back by McHale. Here's Hicks, guarded by Stoudemire. Hicks passes to McHale, and it's good for 2. McHale's got 10 points in the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Carter with it, and it's McHale picking him up. Stoudemire right side. Here's Bargnani, and the Raptors miss again.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Stoudemire kicks to Carter. With the drive, and it's good. 2 points. 11 points in the game.
finally they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Hicks, guarded by Stoudemire. And the pass to Walton. Over Duckworth. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Raptors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Stoudemire, the pass to Carter. They get it back. Duckworth. They shoot again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
For Portland, they've gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Here's Hicks, guarded by Stoudemire. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Walton. Over Stoudemire. It's rebounded by Carr. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in. Carr's got his first 2 points of the night.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And Walton throws it down.
Guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Toronto calls timeout.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And the Raptors with some changes. Hill, he's checked in for Duckworth. And Sanders subbed in for Bargnani. Stoudemire with the ball. He's got 5. Floats one. Got a piece of it. And he's able to get it back. Walton, the pass to Hicks. Inside. And the rejection by Sanders. Stoudemire finds Carter. Great D that time from Walton.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Here's Hicks. He's got 10. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Stoudemire.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Here's Petrie. Oh, yes, the turnaround. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Trailblazers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Here's Hicks after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And Sanders pulls it down. The Raptors shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Stoudemire outside. Carter looking around. Fires the 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
2 points. That one goes.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the inside. And Sanders gets it to go on the assist by Stoudemire. Stoudemire's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Hicks. He's got 12. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. The Trailblazers making on the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Carter out there with Bargnani. Then there's Kevin Duckworth, and it's Peterson in a shooting guard. Now here's Stoudemire, Duckworth, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Monday, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers coming into town. And then on Wednesday, the Los Angeles Lakers will come into town.
And for that matchup against the Rockets, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Free throw drops for Duckworth. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Here's Hicks. Drexler outside. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And Toronto making a change here. He's checked in. His shot was hindered by that momentous Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Toronto. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Brown, good.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Hicks, defended by Bargnani, and the basket is good. 14 points for Jay.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Brown dishes to Bargnani. Brown right side. Bargnani trying to free himself up. Tries again. He lays it in.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Here's Hicks. Offensive rebound. Look at that.
There's just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leaping ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Portland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Hicks. He's covered by Brown. Inside, stolen by Bargnani. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Harris with the ball over Drexler. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Hicks. He's covered by Brown. And they'll get another chance. Kept alive. Gets it to go. That one good from Counts.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Toronto calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. To the middle. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Brown.
Now, Gary Harris would not be denied that time, focused on getting the finish.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And the dunk by Robinson.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now Brown. Kicks it to Carter. Down low. Here's E. Lays it up off the glass.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Hicks. He's covered by Brown. Passes it to Drexler. Shot clock at 6. Over E. Drexler, no good. Raptors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Carter. He takes it in. The kick out to Brown. Back to Carter. Pass to Harris. Second shot opportunity. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when he's out there on the floor, Harris's three-point shooting is really important to this team.
I think there's got to be ways, GA, for Gary Harris to find more confidence and maybe have nights where he's getting 12 or 15 shot attempts. It seems to be this compounding effect where if he's aggressive, he can build on that, but it's got to be consistent that way.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Now, Gary Harris has a ton of confidence, has a ton of versatility, and is so important for this team. Be fun to watch the maturation process of one Gary Harris.
And Harris drops them both. And they like what Harris gives them defensively. Good awareness and toughness.
I mean, he stays in front of ball handlers. Sometimes he gets hedged in pick and roll by bigger players. But overall, very sound defensively.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Robinson. Here's Hicks. Three-pointer. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's E. Carter outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Hicks. He's covered by Brown. Hicks passes to Counts. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Counts has got 4 points this quarter.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Brown. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Johnson in the corner. It's deflected. He with the steal. Carter against Robinson. Lets it fly from 18. Carter with the bucket. Carter's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Hicks. He's covered by Brown. Here's Hicks. The dish now to Drexler. 5 to shoot. Over Harris. And it's Drexler missing. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Toronto. Stojic takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Pretty good instincts right there from Harris. He sees the defense moving, and then he just spotted the open guy.
Here's Hicks. He's covered by Brown. And there's the pass to Counts. Here's Robinson. Rebounded by E. Raptors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Brown with it. Robinson picks him up to the wing right side. Here's E. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Here's Stojic. It doesn't go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Robinson passes to Hicks. And he banks in the layup. Hicks has got 19 points.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Toronto shooting the ball at 42%. Back to Brown. And the layup's good off the glass.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And there's the drive. Here's Robinson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Brown with the bounce pass. Here's Stojic. Off the left rim and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Drexler dishes to Robinson. Counts, passes to Hicks. Now Drexler. Into the lane. And the dunk by Drexler.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Clyde the glide in full effect.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Carter. Banked in off the glass. Carter's got 12 points in just the second half.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Hicks passes to Counts. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Now here's Brown. Defense is right there. Here's Stojic. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Portland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter. Drexler kicks to Hicks. There's the triple. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Portland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit
for Jay.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Now here's Drexler. Following the miss by Gary Harris. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Counts. Got a hand on it. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Harris outside. Brown outside. Shot from 12. Portland grabs the miss. Drexler outside. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.